Richie, first of all then, performance against Newcastle, how did you see it?
I'm happy with everything that I've seen tonight. The only thing that I'm not happy about is a result, obviously, because we want to create a winning mentality. But we went toe to toe with them. We was open. We played our game because it would have been quite easy to go 4-5-1, let them have the ball, stifle the space in behind because we know the pace that they've got. But no, I wanted to see where we're at. We've got players who have been self-isolating for the last 10 days, so they needed fitness. So I wanted to get the sprint distance into them, and we certainly got that. I think we used a 15, probably from about 6 or 7 minutes to about 25 minutes, where we just backed off them a little bit. But then from minute 25 to half time, I thought we was a better team. And there's so many positives to come out tonight. If you take into the fact that we have 2 trialists starting, and then 6 of that starting 11 have been self-isolating for the last 10 days and haven't done hardly anything. So I think you've seen, Ben Close and Matt Smith and Tommy Rowe were 3 of the best players on the pitch. You've seen the movement from Jordan Hawula, even though he's lacking fitness. I think you've seen the threat there. So all in all, really pleasing evening for everybody. And it was great to have the supporters back. Obviously, it's been a long time in coming. You got that buzz pulling into the car park. You sort of supporters back, and I think how much was it in tonight? £10, £1 a quid, £1 for. I think they got the value for money. I think it was a really high quality pre-season friendly.
So does that mean then, having seen that performance, given the circumstances, the COVID circumstances leading up to this, the kind of progress report at this stage of pre-season is very good then, from what you've had to deal with?
So we've probably worked 12. We've had 12 training sessions with a full squad, and out of that 12 sessions, we've only done 2 in terms of patterns of play and team shape, and that is with the ball. So we knew that they would have been a threat in transition, but we haven't really worked on that. If it was a league game and we're playing against 2 flyers, then my full-back would come in and cover the 2 centre-halves. But no, I wanted both full-backs to go. I wanted to be expansive and show how good we are, and I thought we shown that. So in my thinking, that's our first pre-season friendly today. We've had a couple of warm-up games against the non-league teams. Bradford was a non-entity because of what it was. I think every Doncaster supporter can leave today showing, looking and seeing some really good signs there.
So of the players you have then, what are the building blocks you want to see between now and the next friendly of course United? So what do you want to take out of that? What's the main goal between now and then?
Well, our game management needs to be better, because we knew that we could get counted on because he's got speed. The first goal, Lewis kicks it while we're open. We lose the first ball, it lands into the middle of the pitch. So one of the fastest players in the Premier League, never mind League One, he scores from edge of the box. And the next 2 are counter-attack goals where we can commit a foul. The second one, our midfield players track all the way into the 6-yard box when there's no one there. So we'll work on that. We're fine. We know we lacked a little bit of power in certain areas today, but I think overall it was a great exercise, and it was a lot of positive to come from it.
You're at this impasse, aren't you, where you can't offer the players these contracts yet, short of talking to them and seeing what their future plans are. Is there anything else that can be done, maybe, if you want to keep whoever of this group of trialists that you've got?
Well, the lottery is about 7 o'clock tomorrow, so I'll have a couple of quid on it, and if I win it, then I'll. No, we listen. We know the budget. We know the restraints that we have to work on. Like the majority of clubs at our level are working on. I've just done an interview down there, and Steve Bruce has just gone before me, and he's been moaning his lack of finances. So it's nothing new for a manager to moan about the money. I'm not really. In fact, I'm not even moaning. I wouldn't say that. It's just when you've got people on trial, and they're really impressed by what we're trying to do and the club and the environment that they're going to be involved in, they're obviously eager to sign a contract. I think it shows the fact that they've stayed for so long shows that their commitment is to stay at this football club.
So, to ask something very basic, and I'm aware it's very basic, do you have to get players out first before you can say to Reed or whoever, come and sign for us?
More or less, yeah.
And is there any interest in those players? You've said, look,
no, so I've had a good look at the young lads now, and they need football. They need to develop physically quicker, and we can't give them that game time going forward to develop physically at the rate that we want them to. So we're obviously looking for clubs that we can loan them out to, and then obviously that will free up some finances going forward.
Does that perhaps plan apply to maybe more senior players as well, as opposed to the young lads?
I have to say that at the minute, there's obviously a couple that are not with the group, but we have the makings of a decent squad, and You know, you look at, for example, our centre backs, Cameron Jones come on, he was outstanding. You know, Tom Anderson and Roshan was very good as well. So we're not actively looking to get people out because we're really happy with everybody that we've got here. But the fact that we've got John Bostock's out, John Taylor's out, Fajiri Okenabiri's out injured. So if we get them free but fit, it just changes the dynamics of our squad again. But no, we're not actively looking to get anybody out. We are just obviously aware that we do need to free up someone.
I appreciate I've not been for a while, so is there a fitness update on particularly Bostock, I suppose? For the start of the season?
I would imagine Bostock will be middle of next week, he'll be back training.
Okay. And in terms of the impasse, I suppose, the financial situation and getting players out, because I'm sure you'll want to get it as much sorted as you possibly can before the first whistle. Is anything likely to happen on that anytime soon?
Again, we'll keep that private, but we're going to get to the point where these lads, not just they want a decision, out of respect to them, then I will give them a decision.
Final one from me. Is there still any part of your mind to go further down the route of loans?
We'll use the loans up, 100%. At the moment, we're looking at free loans, or very minimal. In terms of outlay straight away, we will maybe take a few loans that have a certain ratchet, and with so many games, let's say 15-20 games that we play, it will then turn into a free loan. But at the moment, we'll only be looking at free loans.
In terms of Faye, what's
He's trained yesterday, trained really well. It would have been absolutely ridiculous to put him straight in today. So he needs probably a week's training. Harrogate will be the first time that he will be involved.
Is that kind of what, because you were carrying something before this kind of...
Yeah, he's not. That's his first day pre-season. So yeah, you imagine, we had so many players lacking. You can feel it tonight when we play and it's quick and it's good, but we have little lulls because the fitness not there. They need rest. For a patched up team, both fitness wise and in terms of our contracted players mixed with trialists, it was a tremendous performance.
John Taylor, how's he coming on?
John Taylor, again, we're probably going to look at the Carabao Cup game against Walsall to probably get him 45 minutes.
Are you hoping to have some of these trials involved on Wednesday night?
Well, I'm hoping that maybe some of them trials might turn into permanents by the time that we get to Wednesday.